Hello there, comic book fans, and welcome back to our channel. Today's topic is exciting for all of the Transformers and G.I. Joe lovers out there. We'll be venturing into the world of action-packed fights, epic narratives, and the possibility of cinematic greatness. Join us as we look at the very best 5 Transformers vs. G.I. Joe comic book series that are ideal for adaptation into blockbuster films. The following comics have it all, from dramatic battles to memorable characters. So grab some popcorn, buckle up your seatbelts, and join us on an exciting voyage of imagination and experiences. Lights, camera, and action. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. G.I. Joe vs. the Transformers, 2003. In the vast realm of comic book crossovers, a groundbreaking alliance emerged between 2 legendary franchises, G.I. Joe and Transformers. The comic book series G.I. Joe vs. the Transformers made its explosive debut under the banner of Devil's Due Press in collaboration with Image Comics, during a unique era when the Transformers comic license resided with Dreamwave Productions. This groundbreaking crossover introduced a new continuity, venturing into uncharted territory. Within the pages of this extraordinary series, fans were left in awe as major Transformers and G.I. Joe characters met with the strange circumstances and situations, defying the constraints of traditional storytelling. Such unexpected moves contributed to the series' reputation for embracing both the thrilling and occasionally whimsical aspects of superhero adventures. These defining moments created chaos within both fandoms and added to the overall fun and unpredictability of the crossover. This groundbreaking tale served as the catalyst for many sequels, each delving further into the captivating shared universe. While the concept of Transformers adopting Cobra vehicle modes was abandoned after the initial installment, the subsequent stories continue to captivate audience with their unique blend of action, suspense, and larger-than-life heroes. The epic saga of G.I. Joe vs. the Transformers commences with Cobra stumbling upon the long-lost Ark containing the dormant Transformers. Seizing this golden opportunity, Cobra takes charge and proceeds to reconfigure the mighty Autobots and Decepticons into formidable war machines, aligning them with their own nefarious cause. With the Transformers now under Cobra Commander's control, chaos ensues as they unleash their destructive might. However, fate takes an unexpected turn when the Transformers break free from their shackles of Cobra's control. As the chains of oppression are shattered, havoc erupts and a monumental clash ensues. As the Autobots, Decepticons, and G.I. Joe troops combine, the battleground becomes a chaotic combination of warring groups, each battling for victory and survival. The stakes could not be higher as the Transformers' former masters, Cobra, become vital players in a war for domination. G.I. Joe vs. the Transformers is an epic spectacle in which the destiny of whole planets is at stake. The plot of a possible thrilling follow-up to Transformers: Rise of the Beast can take a daring leap if it links with the events of G.I. Joe vs. the Transformers from 2003. As the world heals from the wreckage of the fight against Unicron, a new threat emerges, requiring the combined power of the Transformers and the formidable G.I. Joe team. Cobra, a criminal organization, sees an opportunity to seize control of Unicron's evil energy and use it to boost the ranks of the Predacons, transforming them into lethal killing robots. Recognizing that the stakes are higher than ever before, the Autobots and Maximals must form a tense partnership with G.I. Joe to counter Cobra's wicked plans. Noah Diaz, now an experienced G.I. soldier, is thrown into the middle of the fight. His previous encounters with Transformers have provided him with significant insights into their society and technology, rendering him a helpful asset in this conflict. To foil Cobra's sinister intentions, Noah has to navigate the complicated world of changing alliances and ancient mysteries with Elena, the gifted archaeologist who discovered the secret temple in Peru. As the Autobots, Maximals, and G.I. Joe fight Cobra and their newest allies, the Predacons, the fate of the 2 worlds hangs in the balance. Heroes will rise, sacrifices will be made, and friendships will be tested in this legendary fight of giants. The Transformers vs. G.I. Joe 2014. Transformers vs. G.I. Joe was a groundbreaking comic book series published by IDW Publishing spanning May 2014 to June 2016. This groundbreaking crossover event marked a significant milestone as IDW gained control of both iconic licenses, forging a new path outside the realms of their established universes. What sets the series apart is its distinct artistic style and storytelling approach. The retro-styled artwork transports readers to a bygone era, evoking a sense of wonder and adventure. At its core, Transformers vs. G.I. Joe thrives on its popular characters and larger-than-life dialogue, drawing inspiration from the exciting tales of the past. The plot unfolds with a relentless pace, unleashing a barrage of mind-bending sci-fi concepts. Each page bursts with energy as a multitude of characters, sometimes dozen at a time, converge in a visual symphony. To complement this epic saga, many covers by a diverse range of artists contribute to the series' unique visual identity. Embracing unconventional storytelling techniques, the creative team skillfully weaves intricate narratives, compensating for the vast cast crammed into a limited page count. In the comic, Optimus Prime, now banished from Cybertron, witnessed the rise of Megatron as the tyrannical god emperor ruling over the planet. Decepticon envoys are dispatched to Earth, demanding the surrender of G.I. Joe, who is in the middle of eradicating the remnants of Cobra. Faced with aggression, the Joes refuse to yield, sparking a fierce interplanetary war. A team of Joes is sent to Cybertron, where initial hostilities give way to an unexpected alliance with a group of Autobot rebels. Meanwhile, Cobra's new leaders establish contact with the Decepticons, uncovering a centuries-old connection between the ancient snake cult and Cybertronian activity on Earth. Recognizing their intertwined destinies, Cobra and Decepticons join forces to create the ultimate hybrid of human and Cybertronian civilization. As the Autobot resistance is crushed and the Autobot leader falls to Megatron's might, a small unit of Joes and Autobots escapes into the depths of Cybertron. Led by Joe Bazooka's visions, they endeavor to break Megatron's control over their creator Primus, who is vital to the domination of Cybertron. Simultaneously, a former Joe ninja commando infiltrates Cobra for his own strange reasons. Believed to be a traitor, he becomes the target of Joe's field leader, resulting in a cataclysmic battle that propels them through the Destro's mass device. Lost in the expanses of interdimensional space, they stumbled upon the imprisoned Optimus Prime and aid his escape from the clutches of mysterious beings known as the Quintessons. Optimus regroups with the scattered Autobots and Joes under his unwavering leadership, but a climactic confrontation with Megatron ends in a devastating defeat. What makes for their misfortune is that Cybertron collides with Earth, causing catastrophic damage to the human homeworld, while the Decepticon alliance revels in triumph. The Autobots and Joes venture deeper into Cybertron, uncovering a startling truth. Both their planets were creations of a being called Diakuron, who is a construct of enigmatic beings known simply as the Makers. As Megatron forces Primus to transform into robot mode, intending to consume the sun and amass unimaginable power, chaos ensues. The film could start by depicting how Earth is struggling from the destruction wrought by Unicron's invasion in the months following the devastating conflict, and a possible production of this comic as a follow-up to Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. After joining hands with Autobots, Optimus Primal and the Maximals have began working together to repair and restore the planet's equilibrium. In the meantime, the human population struggles with the realization that evolved Cybertronian citizens share their Earth. As the world attempts to heal, remnants of Unicron's Terrorcons and Decepticons meet and plan to take over both Cybertron and Earth. They strive to restore their fallen deity and accomplish his terrible objective, led by their crafty new commander, Megatron. Sensing an emerging danger, the Autobots and Maximals rejoin forces, utilizing their respective skills to take on this fearsome foe. Unbeknownst to them, fragments of Cobra, a powerful terrorist group, have resurfaced with a new commander intent on harnessing the might of Cybertron Cybertronian science for their own sinister objectives. Recognizing the possible benefits of joining forces with the rising Predacons and Decepticons, Cobra makes contact, resulting in a diabolical collaboration between the two groups. The Autobots, Maximals, and all of their human friends, including the freshly enlisted G.I. Joe recruit Noah Diaz, find themselves in a dangerous race against time, with the stakes more significant than ever. They must foil Cobra's intentions to militarize Cybertronian technology while attempting to prevent Unicron resurrection. G.I. Joe and the Transformers, 1985. In a dynamic crossover event that captivated fans in 1987, Marvel Comics introduced the thrilling 4-issue limited series, G.I. Joe and the Transformers. Crafted by the talented writer Michael Higgins, this groundbreaking collaboration brought together two iconic Hasbro properties of the 1980s, G.I. Joe and the Transformers. The result was an unforgettable fusion of action and adventure. While the original series remains a precious gem in the comic book history, its impact has resonated through the years. IDW Publishing recognized its significance and, in 2012, released trade paperback collections, allowing new generations of fans to experience this thrilling crossover. The series was also featured in the Transformers Classics, where it made an appearance in the last volume, solidifying its standing as an important part of the Transformers canon. In this gripping story, the G.I. Joe team and the Autobots create a strong alliance to foil the wicked ambitions of the Decepticons and Cobra, who intend to destroy the globe. As the Joes, Autobots, and ultimately Cobra are forced to work together after Cobra is deceived by their former comrades, their shared purpose becomes clear: stopping the Decepticons from triggering a dangerous energy drill tool. This dark gadget possesses a grave threat, since it intends to suck energy from the center of the planet, triggering a cataclysmic event that would end in our planet's extinction. With time slipping away, this unexpected alliance must use its full might and intellect to foil this demonic plot to protect humanity and ensure the survival of our planet. The focus of a film adaptation of 1985's G.I. Joe and the Transformers would be portraying the epic confrontation between the two legendary brands and bringing their rich personalities and spectacular action to the big screen. The film would retain the fundamental components of the original narrative while adding up-to-date twists and refinements for the modern audience. The film would begin by outlining the distinct universes of G.I. Joe and the Transformers, highlighting their memorable interactions, backstories, and skills. As the story progresses, a worldwide catastrophe drags the two armies together, pushing them into an uneasy partnership against the Decepticons and Cobra. The plot would revolve around the complicated ties between the G.I. Joe team, the Autobots, and Cobra as they unwillingly join forces. It would explore their opposing beliefs, personal rivalry, and the difficulties they confront in trusting each other. A character-driven style would give the film depth and emotional impact. The primary fight would center around the Decepticons' scheme to activate the energy drill gadget, putting the Earth's core at dire risk. Throughout the film, this apocalyptic danger raises the stakes and creates a feeling of urgency. The film could also feature the Autobots' superior Cybertronian technology, exceptional skills, and transformations, highlighting their immense alien skills. The G.I. Joe team's military planning knowledge and specialized gear would complement the Autobots' power and agility, resulting in exciting interactions and imaginative solutions. Along with the action, the film could delve into the inner adventures and development of essential characters from both G.I. Joe and the Transformers. Their arcs will involve resolving conflicts, establishing trust, and seeking common ground in the midst of the fighting. The film would take a peek at issues like dedication, sacrifice, and the power of togetherness in the face of hardship. G.I. Joe vs. the Transformers 2, 2004. G.I. Joe vs. the Transformers 2 is a spectacular 4-issue miniseries created in 2004 by the amazing staff at Devil's Due Press. Readers are treated to an inventive merger of the G.I. Joe and Transformers world within the pages of this thrilling crossover story set in a new continuity. A preview issue, as a prelude to the main series, provides a captivating insight into the future tale, with a tempting combination of pages from from the upcoming installments, exclusive interviews, and fascinating drawings. This preview glance foreshadows the great adventure to come. One of the standout features of this volume is the remarkable redesign of numerous Transformers characters. Each robot is meticulously reimagined, their alternate forms thoughtfully tailored to this time period, into which they are unexpectedly transported. This inventive approach breathes fresh life into well-known characters, giving them an interesting new twist. In the comics, despite Megatron's defeat, the Decepticons discover themselves under a command of Shockwave as they gradually gain control over Cybertron. Meanwhile, Cobra Commander hatches a devious plan to seize control of Teletron 3, a powerful Cybertronian supercomputer. However, his meddling and treachery have unintended consequences, causing the computer to malfunction and randomly transport groups of Transformers across different points in time and space. In order to prevent the dire consequences of these displaced robots' presence, teams comprising both G.I. Joes and Cobras must unite their forces. Their mission is to locate and return the wayward Transformers to the present before their presence triggers a devastating time storm that could ravage Earth and everything in its path. As the Allied teams embark on this perilous journey, they must navigate through various time periods and distant locations to track down the displaced Transformers. They confront tricky hurdles and surprising interactions along the way as time runs short. The destiny of both Earth and Cybertron is at stake as the partnered Joes and Cobras battle against time to undo the havoc caused by Cobra Commander's rash actions. In this high-stakes struggle against the agents of chaos and the dangers of time travel, the partnered teams have to overcome their disagreements and work together to restore order and defend the universe's delicate fabric. Several major components could be highlighted to make a thrilling and aesthetically attractive cinematic adaptation of 2004's G.I. Joe vs. the Transformers 2. Following Megatron's defeat, Shockwave would command the Decepticons and Cobra Commander in a scheme to take over the mighty Cybertronian computer Teletron 3. The film would include heated fights between G.I. Joe and Cobra's combined troops as they attempted to thwart Shockwave's intentions for absolute control of Cybertron. When Cobra Commander's plotting leads Teletran 3 to go crazy, causing Transformers to be relocated through time and space, the war would intensify. The existence of the relocated Transformers would cause a cataclysmic temporal storm that threatens Earth. Thus, the film would maintain a high feeling of urgency. This race with time would raise the stakes, leading tension and suspense to the story. The adaptation would also delve into the themes of cooperation, loyalty, and sacrifice, as well as the intricate interactions between Joes and Cobras and Transformers. Growth in character would be critical, emphasizing significant characters on both sides' personal challenges and progress as they negotiate this high-stakes war. G.I. Joe vs. the Transformers 3: The Art of War, 2006. The Art of War was a captivating miniseries comprising 5 issues published by Devil's Due Press in 2006. Serving as a sequel to their previous successful G.I. Joe crossovers, this series takes place within the same interconnected crossover continuity. The talented writer Tim Seeley takes the helm, accompanied by a team of skilled artists, including Joe Ng, Alex Milne, and James Reyes. Interestingly, the original artist for the series, Don Figueroa, provided pencil work for the first 8 pages, but later departed the project for undisclosed reasons. The series offers a visually stunning experience, with Hatchet's Transformers, the definitive G1 collection reprint showcasing Don Figueroa's initial artwork. This reprint also includes fascinating insights into the creative process. Additionally, each issue of The Art of War presents an array of variant covers, allowing readers to enjoy different artistic interpretations. Notably, the A covers are designed to connect seamlessly, forming a captivating single image. Furthermore, dedicated fans had the opportunity to acquire a series of exclusive Udon covers that could be assembled into a striking composite image. The comics follow the events after the defeat of Megatron and the far-reaching consequences of the time-traveling incidents on Cybertron, after which the Autobots have been been steadily gaining ground against their Decepticon adversaries. However, a sudden and unexpected assault by Cobra on G.I. Joe's Earth base shatters the delicate equilibrium of the ongoing war. This devastating attack introduces a formidable new player into the conflict, Serpent OR, an artificially enhanced super soldier. Serpent OR possesses incredible power and resilience, seemingly unstoppable in battle. What makes this adversary even more formidable is that Serpent OR not only has the knowledge of the past Earth leaders, but also embodies the very essence and personality of Megatron himself. With this newfound ally, Serpent OR sets off on a perilous journey to Cybertron, where he skillfully reunites the fractured Decepticons, transforming them into a formidable force once again. This unexpected turn of events poses a significant threat to the Autobots and their hard-earned progress. As the Decepticons rally under Serpent OR's leadership, the balance of power in the war is dramatically altered, plunging both factions into a renewed and intense struggle for control. The emergence of Serpent OR as a major player introduces a complex dynamic into the ongoing conflict, raising the stakes for both the Autobots and G.I. Joe. With the personality and knowledge of Megatron fused into his formidable adversary, the Autobots and their human allies face an unprecedented challenge. The focus of a cinematic adaptation of 2006 G.I. Joe vs. the Transformers 3: The Art of War would center on presenting the Autobots, Decepticons, G.I. Joe, and Cobra's ferocious battle and high-stakes confrontations. The film would keep the basic plot elements while adding cinematic flair and interesting storytelling tactics. The movie would start with the Autobots defeating Megatron and their time-traveling exploits on Cybertron. When Cobra executes a surprise assault on G.I. Joe's Earth headquarters, the fragile equilibrium of power is disturbed, presenting the fearsome and formidable Serpent OR as an unexpected enemy. Serpent OR, possessing the spirit of Megatron, presents a serious danger not just to the Autobots, but the Autobot G.I. Joe alliance as well. Serpent OR's emergence as a key participant changes the direction of the ongoing struggle, increasing the stakes to unforeseen heights. Personal difficulties, internal rivalries, and shifting alliances among each side could be explored in the plot, adding levels of drama and suspense. Epic combat and action sequences could be featured in the movie, highlighting the superior technology and unique skills of the Transformers and G.I. Joe members. The narrative would climax in an epic battle between the Autobots, G.I. Joe, Serpent OR, and the resurrected Decepticons. The last fight would put these heroes' commitment, togetherness, and determination to put Earth to the test. The resolution would demonstrate the strength of partnership, sacrifice, and the victory of good over evil. In conclusion, the separate universes of Transformers and G.I. Joe have given us some excellent comic book interactions that would make terrific film adaptations. These stories include legendary heroes, tremendous action, and fascinating conflicts that would most certainly draw in throngs of moviegoers. These comics contain exciting tales and aesthetically spectacular images, ranging from epic battles between Autobots and Decepticons to G.I. Joe's strategic warfare against Cobra. These 5 Transformers vs. G.I. Joe comics have the potential to generate mega hit films that fans of both brands would want to see. Thanks to their exciting stories, complex character relationships, and a great combination of sci-fi and military themes. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.